everyone. My name is Danielle Mondragon, and I am a incoming corps member in San Antonio. I've had the opportunity to go to a low-income charter school here in San Antonio, and also a private boarding school in Massachusetts for high school. Throughout my 4 years at a private prestigious high school, usually reserved for the wealthy and the privileged, I learned a lot about the greater world around me. I was one of the handful of people of color in that high school, and so I experienced microaggressions that affected my self-esteem, affected my comfort, and affected my education. And although this was considered a great school, I wasn't getting the support that I needed. And that was because there was not many students like me that teachers have experienced, and so they just didn't know how to handle my education needs. However, I did experience this in the charter school that I went to in San Antonio. The teachers and the experience that I had in my middle school is actually what makes me want to teach.
Hi guys, my name is Breyanna Dennis and I'm really excited about it. I am originally from Olive Branch, Mississippi, I graduated in 2013 from the University of Southern Mississippi with a BS in Public Health. Once I graduated, I was very fortunate enough to land a job as an outreach coordinator for a teen pregnancy prevention program for one of the local clinics in the area, closely with teen moms and trying to connect them to the resources that they needed in order to finish high school and also potentially go to college. And I think one pivotal moments for me was when I was in one of my classes and I was talking to one of my high school students, and he was basically telling me how, he was preparing for one of the state tests, the English state test. So what makes a good essay, or what makes a good paragraph? Very basic questions. And he responded with 2 to 3 questions. And that really blew 2 to 3 sentences. And that really blew my mind. I felt like I really wanted to make a change, and I felt like I really could make a change in these children's lives, because not only do they need it, but they really want it. And I think that was one of the things that I actually learned while working with those children as an outreach coordinator. So this week has been induction, and it has been a really great week. I was a little skeptical at first getting here because I really didn't know what to expect. I really didn't know what was going to go on. But I have the most awesome CMA group with Taquana and Auntie Cara. I'm really hopeful about things to come. I'm also nervous, but I'm also very thankful to kind of know that I am able to make a change in these children's lives.
Hey guys, my name's Hector Toledo. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm a proud 2016 San Antonio Corps member. My parents got divorced when I was 4 years old, and my dad was in the U.S. Navy, so he stayed stationed in Puerto Rico, and my mom journeyed back home to where they were both from, which was around the Cleveland, Ohio area. From kindergarten through 6th grade, I actually kind of bounced back between the both of them. So from K through 6, I actually went to 6 different elementary schools, and during that time, I experienced a lot of different districts and a lot of different levels of education and qualities of education. And through that, I was able to compare and contrast and really understand what it meant to have an adequate or a good education versus what it meant to be educationally disadvantaged to your district, and what the benefits and the negatives to those were. So I think that really inspired me to want to be an educator. It really inspired me to understand that I feel that education is fundamental to all, and really want to dedicate my life to that goal. It has been completely amazing to come to San Antonio and just be around amazing, like-minded individuals with the same goals in mind. It has also been amazing to learn about the San Antonio School District and the San Antonio 2020 vision, and understanding that they're really striving towards having excellent education for all students.
Hello everyone, I'm Rivera. I was born and raised in Rio Grande City, Texas. It's a border town in the valley located in Starr County. There were actually different factors that contributed to why I joined TFA. My top 3 factors were because of my family, my community, and the TFA teachers who contributed to my education. They all played their part into shaping me into a well-rounded individual. All those obstacles I had to overcome, coming from a low-income, single-parent household, really tested these factors. And in the end, I persevered, and against all odds, I graduated UTRJV with a bachelor's degree, making me a first-generation college graduate. Becoming an educator to help scholars has always been a dream of mine. And I learned more in-depth knowledge of the education inequity that is evident in the Rio Grande Valley. Growing up in a colonia called Las Lomas has always made me question so many things that I feel my community was lacking the answers to. And the induction helped me answer, reflect, and learn more about why and how we can change the education inequity.
3 things that I pulled from my own story was courage, perseverance, and compassion. And these 3 aspects of my life have really transformed who I am and the values I hold dearly to my own. Especially with perseverance, I know that I've struggled many times with even education, and I hope to be able to show my students that if I can persevere, and someone who may not have always succeeded in education with high academic standards, but if I can encourage them to be the best person they can be and to never stop trying, that's what motivates me to be an educator. So in regards to induction, it was a much different experience than I had originally thought it would be. I learned a lot about myself, about my city. I learned a lot about systemic racism in Kansas City, Missouri, how there's a huge dividing line between white people and people of color by a simple dividing line on a street called Troost, and how white privilege can play effect into even the schools and the different grocery stores you go to and all those sorts of things, and makes me really feel for my students. And what makes me so passionate about this city now is that I want to be able to provide a space and place for students to come who may have different ethnic backgrounds to be able to learn more about themselves so that they can, from the inside, start to fight injustices that still happen today in America.